to 38.
Alert! I'm going to come back to you.
Alert! Buzz!
Check, 50.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a second down.
Yeah!
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Twist. Mike 55, Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, eat. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 30. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And it's brought in by Washington. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Double bump.
Mike, 55.
Hey, exit.
Mike, I'm coming for you, son.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Snickers, 66, 44, 22, 44. Hey, seam 6.
Mike 55.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald.
He don't want it.
We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Yeah, Black 80.
Switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40.
New Mike 40. Drop deep.
No spacing.
I got motion, man. Me. I got that.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. 60 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there, a post route started out right, caught it in the middle of the field, went into the end zone. What typically makes those successful, those deep post routes?
You need help from your complementary receivers, okay? The guy that you want to get the ball is the guy that we just saw catch it and take it into the end zone. So he needs help from the other guys who have to occupy anyone in the middle of the field. Whether it's one safety, sometimes you get two guys in there, either run routes at them so they have to cover them, or somehow freeze them by running underneath them and hoping to draw them towards the line of scrimmage and throw it over his head.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Mike's 40.
Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And the Steelers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Jack 16.
Ben to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Black 20.
The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing his Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Cousins to throw it. Going deep for Diggs. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run with Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second down and goal. Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. there to make the grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now a leaping catch. He's got it. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Single. Check. 40's Mike. 40's the Mike. 40's the Mike.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. A gain there of 21 yards.
Get ready.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they had planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Going nowhere.
Hey, 40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike.
Right here.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Set! Black 5!
Strong left.
He don't know no better.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no.
Corner.
Here, we'll go Mike 40.
New Mike 40.
Watch the screen.
These two.
Watch the screen.
Black is up.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They should have known, baby.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep. Take the knee, get to the locker.
Across the 50 now. First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. It's caught at the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you, he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
188! 98 for Mike.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Spurs. Lucky 48.
Watch Twitz. Alert.
Ringo.
3. Alert 3.
Wait, touch.
Cousins now to throw on first down. He's going to float this one deep right. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
We got to roll.
Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
Hey, Delta.
40, Mike, 40. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Bring it up.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space.
I'm coming.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Mike, 77.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Smoke.
Watch the pass.
Let's go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Kentrell Brothers. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Throwing on second and long. Roethlisberger. He's got his man on the crossing route. That catch good for 5. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
I'm trying to collect.
Here's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Following the interception, Cousins. They still can't get him. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Lets it fly for Thielen. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Target. 40's Mike.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
98's the Mike. Not today, you aren't. Not today.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
98's the Mike. All right.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings! Stephon Diggs, 50 yards. The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Carolina Panthers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Heinz Field.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Ready?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
3 down.
On 2nd down, Samuels. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, orbit.
97's the mic.
Roethlisberger will throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
Let's go.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Check safety, check safety.
80 weapon, double bump. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
97's the mic. 97.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, we got tight left, tight left.
Hey, wahoo!
97.
Now Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
97's the mic.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Our time, guys. It's our time.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, here's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina! Curtis Samuel, 76 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Come on, fellas.
Here we go, here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You don't want
Jack 16.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
I'm coming after you.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus.
97's the mic. 97's the mic.
Let's go.
97's the mic.
Ben to throw again. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Pick me up. Here we go. 97's the mic.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Let's go.
How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now.
Set! 180.
These two teams all tied after one.
Watch 7. Single.
Set! 180.
Single.
Snickers, you got to spin.
97's the mic. 97's the mic.
Bound to lose one.
97's the
Whirl.
97's the mic.
Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight.
97's the mic. 97's the mic.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger letting one go deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Watch 98. Watch 98. Charlie. Mike.
So we got man.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Check 13. Check 13.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Your trip ends here, baby.
Your set, 180.
Check. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing.
Out of the gun, Newton. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. A gain of 6 there on first.
Too fast, baby.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Bravo. 198.
Newton to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Here's Newton. Forced out to his left, and that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Chris Hogan there to make the grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Black 80. Alert, alert. Easy, easy.
You ain't got nothing.
Slam, slam, slam.
Show that bench release and go. Here we go, here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
Low bow. Quarter. X3. 218. Chopper.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will score.
Now, that was a 6. How would you punctuate something like
Exclamation mark?
exclamation mark, a big word? What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go. Let's do this.
All right, now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here we go.
Roethlisberger now hitting on two-thirds of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
8.
97.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Good stuff. Keep doing that.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a...
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting. An onside kick to start this thing.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready. Yellow weighty.
98's the mic. I got him.
Check nine.
Easy, opposite.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Ready. Yellow weighty.
Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas. 35 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
77.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Set! Block 80!
Playing hard.
Alert, alert!
6 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Buzz! Buzz!
56.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Complete to Washington.
Watch the screen. Boom.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Snickers! Snickers!
6
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Snickers, 66. 50. Hey, Haywood!
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch that.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
5-9. You kill!
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
To throw is Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
12. Hey, Alpha.
Breeze now. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Protein spill.
Tighten up, tighten up.
11.
Pick the edge.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Last stop.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Kill. Bravo.
98's the mic. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Now Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Every day.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
No chance.
Alert, alert.
Watch 36.
Hey. High 7.
Rip right.
Mike, 36.
Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Roethlisberger now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Mike, 36. Mike,
50.
I got one.
Ben to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Smoke.
36. Mike, 36. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. You're trash. You're trash.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
All right, now.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Low ball.
Watch
Hey,
36,
orbit.
6 to Mike. Check.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Hey, we got 3.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36.
Quick turn.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Oh, you got deep? Mike, 36. Mike.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. On first down, it's Samuels. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Man, I got you.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Ready? Black 20.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On second down now, Samuels. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Alert, alert.
Safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to his running back, Connor. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Kill, 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 kill.
They'll run with Samuels. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Under 10. Under 10.
Monday. Quarter.
He's coming.
Snickers, you got to spin. Middle.
I got it. I got motion.
Mike 56.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That one goes for 30 yards. Throwing now is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Check 52.
Here you go, 21. Golf. Ready, set.
Now a play fake. Breeze. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Ready.
After the incompletion, here now, third and 2.
Check. Out.
Topper. Sammy. Buzz.
Again, it's Breeze.
Pick it up.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. On fourth down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Staying on the ground. Has his nightmare down.
Running lanes ready of a big second half.
Watch out.
6'6", bullet high. 44. Hey, Charlie.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Here comes the...
Hey, exit.
I see you, boy. I see you.
From midfield, here's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Hey, seam 6.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Bud Dupree in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Hey, easy. Motion.
Hey, Alpha.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
After the sack on first down, Breeze. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Don't be scared of it.
Josh Hill there to make the grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Right there, 56.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And this one's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike's 56. Big. 56. It's our field. It's our field.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
Jim.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by a former first. The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
What's that? Red 80. 98's the mic. All day, every day.
On first down, Stafford here. Oh, he's going to take a shot right. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards.
Down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Out of the gun, Stafford. And it's caught here, Amendola. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Ready?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You can't block me.
Hey.
They'll start the drive with Samuels. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield.
These two.
They'll run again with Samuels on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Rush in.
No spacing.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 43-yard line. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though.
Let's get it.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Converge. Check nickel.
Hey, alert. Middle.
51's the mic.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st.
51. Coming for you. 49. Check 49.
Hey.
Switch.
They'll run on 1st down. Samuels. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Devon Kennard coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Here's Roethlisberger. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Ready. Yellow 20.
98's the mic.
Hey, 70.
Kill.
Hey, 50. 11.
Sponge. No. Show an 8. Check the backer.
Hey.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And he'll find Hall. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's Johnson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Stafford throwing on target to Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Push him back.
Alert! Hey, Delta.
Back to throw. Stafford throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Watch 98.
Smoke.
Here we go. Watch 98.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Check 50. Check 50.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watch run.
Hey, Foxtrot.
37.
Stafford on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
That's it, baby.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for the...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's right.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Kill.
Here's Roethlisberger. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go, Mike 51.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
All right, T, let's start. All right, T.
Hey, Mike.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
51 to Mike.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. Mike, 50.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
66.
They'll run with Samuels, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Boom! Yeah!
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about.
Juju Smith-Schuster. As the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boswell good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, easy, shot!
The final shot before the break, Stafford. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Come on, baby.
So we've hit
Let's
intermission.
go.
It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
All right, now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Running to start the drive is Samuels. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Check. Lucky.
Jack 16.
Lucky.
Middle. Black.
Here's Samuels again. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
51. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine.
3rd and 2, now Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Twist.
Double.
No. Off.
50. Hey.
Motion.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Set. Like 5.
51. Come on. Hey, here.
These 2.
Here I come.
Black and 3rd.
On first down, Samuels. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
No spacing.
They'll keep it on the ground. Samuels. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's it.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Check.
Snickers, you got to spin. Squirrel.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Block 80.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Watch that.
50. Low ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter.
Take both of them.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Switch.
Show that bench release and go. Middle.
52. Watch 52. 52's the mic.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play by the defense.
So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Set. Black 20.
53 is the mic.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
These two.
Check motion.
They'll run on 1st down. Samuels.
Run to the ball.
Rashawn Melvin in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
3 buzz.
Check 3.
You good? Corner. No spacing.
Move.
Black,
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Good job.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
55's mine, guys. 55.
alert!
Here we go. Oh, check.
Hey, Echo.
Switch.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way down. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit! Marvin Jones, 81 yards, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. A very important extra point there, up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
All right, now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
$44.
35's the mic.
Hey.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
35's the mic.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
He wasn't ready.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Hey.
I got you, baby. I got you. I got you.
Again, it's Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Ready.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Ricky.
Hey.
I got one.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Easy.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got some space here. 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
I got him. Back to mine. I got him.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now Johnson. And that's a touchdown as they broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Now Prater to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense.
And he can't get a throwaway. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check. 77.
Check. 53.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy. The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Dallas Cowboys. And the Cowboys are able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46.
Watch 98. Watch 96.
Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to find Gallup here complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Prescott now. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Elliott running right. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Here we go.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Throwing, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Easy. Golf.
54. Mike, 54.
Watch the run.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And a nice gain of 21 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going.
There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Samuels, 60 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a play fake here on first down.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Check for it. Kill. 3 down. 164.
Now a give, right side. It's Elliott. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Hey, 47. 198.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Here we go, 47. Orbit. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Hey, watch the slant.
On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
47.
From the 41, Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
Kid 21.
Now a give, right side. Elliott. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down?
Watch 98. 98's the mic. Go, go, go. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Here we go, 47.
Watch the slant.
Prescott to throw on fourth. This to Jarwin. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive.
Go to 54, 180.
Wahoo. 198.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Bud Dupree just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Here we go, 46, 46.
On second down, Elliott. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Here it comes, here it comes.
Gun.
Watch 98. 98's the mic. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check out.
3rd and long for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack. The decision to go for it on 4th has worked out twice on this drive already. Here we go again on 4th down. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Let's go, fellas.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Buzz.
Go. Go.
Hey, watch Sam.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger.
You mine.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Not here.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike.
Now Roethlisberger.
I'm here all day.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike 54. Hey, watch the lane.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked.
Here we go.
But instead, they'll keep it on second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
44, 22, 44.
Hey, watch that.
To throw again is Roethlisberger.
Watch the curl.
Washington's got it. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
We got this.
44.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
On the carry, it's Samuels. Room here to run. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down.
These 2.
Here's Samuels. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Pick it up. Back.
Alert.
55's Mike, guys.
From the 36, Roethlisberger. And look at that, a diving catch. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
You circle the Pro Bowl.
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Mike, 55.
Jack 16.
55, Mike. Hey,
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
50.
They can't hang with us.
Mike's 5-4. Mike.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Peek edge, peek edge, peek edge. Watch the edge.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They get 6 yards going for it on fourth, and now it's first and goal.
Mike 30.
Mike 54. We got double up, double up, double up, double up. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Middle.
Motion.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
It's going to be a long day.
They'll run with Elliott, and an alley to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. Shoves him away, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Go, get out there, get out there.
On second and goal, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Black 20.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. He's tired of me.
Help out. Hey, Haywood.
Right there, 54.
Hey.
Right there, 54, Mike.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Fellas, let's set a tone.
Corner. Hey, seam 6.
Mike 55.
These 2.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
No spacing.
He don't want it.
Middle.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Drop deep.
44.
Hey, check Mike.
Black, what's that?
Now it's Roethlisberger. Stepping. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Echo. Watch 98. Watch 96.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
98 to Mike.
Switch. Hey, 47.
High seven.
26.
He'll look to throw.
Hey, check.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Here we go.
98 to
Here
Mike.
we go. 47.
Back D-line. Get that quarterback D-line.
Haywood.
Get that quarterback.
26.
Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
26.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup with time running out, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. And now they're going to go for two and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Roethlisberger now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
Solid, 5 down.
Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
Ready?
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
54.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Focus.
Mike 5-5.
Hey.
Mike 55. Mike 5.
77.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Mike, 55. Check.
These two.
Mike.
I got you, boy. Check. 55 to Mike. Check.
Alert.
55 to Mike.
Coming.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike, 55.
No spacing.
55.
Good.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Keep playing hard.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.